Hey, it is LLS bringing you the wrestling buzz for the beginning week. In case you missed last night's TNA Genesis, here are the results for the pay-per-view. The first match was the X Division title, where Amazing Red defends his title against the Brian Kendrick, seeing the fact that that was the debut night and pay-per-view debut of Brian Kendrick. The winner of the match, defending his title successfully, was the Amazing Red. In the next match, Sean Morley goes up against Daniels, the Fallen Angel. In that match, the winner was crowned Sean Morley. In a 2 out of 3 falls TNA Knockouts title match, it was ODB versus Tara, where ODB defends her title against Tara. The winner of the first fall was Tara by pinfall. The winner and new TNA Knockout Champion was Tara. The next title match was the TNA World Tag Team title match, where it was Hernandez and the Blueprint Matt Morgan going against the British Invasion. In that match, the winners and new TNA Tag Team Champions were Matt Morgan and Hernandez. In the fifth match, it was the Pope versus Desmond Wolfe. And the outcome of the match was Desmond Wolfe being the winner. The seventh match was Beer Money teaming up to go against Kevin Nash and Sean Waltman, aka X-Pac, or the 123 Kid, however you want to know him. And the winners of that match were Beer Money. In the second to last match, it was Ken Anderson going against the Monster Abyss, where Ken Anderson picked up the pinfall. The main event title match was the TNA World Heavyweight title match. Champion AJ Styles going against Kurt Angle, where at the end of the match, AJ Styles picked up the pinfall, and Ric Flair came out to celebrate his win, showing signs of a heel turn for AJ Styles.
At last night's TNA Genesis, wrestlers in TNA are mixed in their reaction overall to the switch from their 6-sided ring to the traditional 4-sided ring, starting with tonight's Genesis pay-per-view. None of the wrestlers were aware of the switch prior to arriving to the building tonight, so seeing a traditional 4-sided ring came to a surprise to many. If somehow you missed it on last night's show, Brooke and Nick Hogan were both sitting ringside cheering on some of the TNA stars. TNA removed several fans' signs at Genesis that were negative towards the company, getting rid of the 6-sided ring. Ken Anderson wrote the following on his Twitter: "Last night, after debuting in TNA at Genesis, a big thank you to all of my amazing fans, friends, and family. It feels good to be back in action, and it's also great to be part of this team. Looking forward to see what happens next. Stay tuned."
In this week's WWE news, Press in Saga's Mask released the report that a criminal complaint was filed against WWE star Randy Orton on Tuesday night for assault and battery. A 15-year-old boy, Autograph Boy, alleges that Orton assaulted him in the parking lot of Kowloon restaurant outside of Boston, which is a regular haunt of WWE stars when they are in town. The boy told the police that Randy Orton spat gum in his face and used profanity. When the boy's mother interjected, Orton allegedly told her, "So sue me." Lieutenant Leonard Campanello of the Saugus Police Department told www.wickedlocal.com/Saugus that another juvenile male, also in the parking lot at the time of the altercation, reported witnessing the exchange between Orton and the 15-year-old boy. And tonight's WWE Raw will take place in Knoxville, Tennessee, with The Undertaker and Bret Hart scheduled to make appearances. Tonight's guest hosts will be actors Don Johnson and John Heder. Sheamus versus John Cena for the WWE title is being advertised locally, so plan on seeing that. Stone Cold Steve Austin has confirmed to the WWE to be a guest host for the March 15th edition of WWE Raw. So you guys might want to TiVo this shit. Excuse my language. Rob Van Dam said that he may make a surprise WWE return at the Royal Rumble. Apparently, RVD has told people that he hasn't spoken with TNA officials since November. A source close to Van Dam feels he would be open to the idea of a short stint with the WWE if the money and creative plans were right. Alright, in Wrestling Buzz, we have this little segment called the Main Event Competition Match, where I basically put two topics going at it with each other, and you, the fans that are listening in, vote to see who wins the match. In tonight's competition match for the main event, it's going to be, seeing that Hogan is taking over TNA's, and it's the new TNA Hogan era and Eric Bischoff era. What would you rather have? Would you rather keep the six-sided ring, or would you want to go to a traditional four-sided ring for TNA fans? And for the WWE, seeing the whole epic saga battle that's beginning of Bret the Hitman Hart versus McMahon, there's believed to be a rumor going on that the storyline will go on to WrestleMania. Seeing the fact that may be true, may be false, would you like to see Bret Hart go against McMahon at a main event match in WrestleMania this year? And if so, who would win the match? Submit your comments and let's see who wins the main events. Have a good night. So that is the end of Wrestling Buzz for the day, where we keep you informed of all the wrestling updates and news, and also results from both WWE and TNA. Have a good night.
Thank you for listening.
And may you enjoy your week. We will keep you informed at the end of the week.